For years, rainwater's been cascading down this hillside, taking Margie's yard with it. When crews finish this renovation, the runoff will be safely channeled away, and the only water in sight will be contained in a beautiful Boulder waterfall. A few days later, Margie gets a better idea of how the waterfall works as it's turned on for the first time.
So it's down here, though?
Yeah, all the water's down in this reservoir down here. See, you got it down there?
Uh-huh.
And then everything just spills down.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, look how muddy it is.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. This is my waterfall.
Time to add plants. They'll give a natural look to the waterfall, but these plants were specifically chosen for what you won't see. If you're working on a slope, remember that plants with intricate root structures actually do an amazing job of holding the soil intact. Here, Todd's using some of the best examples.
I got variegated iris to throw color in. Yeah, dwarf cryptomeria, dwarf little hinoki cypress, some dianthus, creeping jenny to give us that yellow color. All these are more low-growing things that'll creep along the ground that'll kind of help us with this erosion. Here's got some rosemary. It's more of a creeper. It's got a good root system to it. Usually the root system will run out as long as these branches run out, and that'll kind of run out into these areas and tie all this dirt in so we don't get any erosion.
So you put the sod in, you went with Bermuda. How come that was your choice?
Yeah, I went for the Bermuda because it is a little more drought tolerant. We got some good sun coming through, so I think it'll be fine back here. That was the main thing. The fescue's she wanted the fescue, but it's such a maintenance nightmare trying to keep it watered and overseeding and all that.
Then if it gets too much sun, it just gets burned up.
Exactly. I think the Bermuda's a better choice. So we got it going down today, and it's pretty aggressive as far as the root system and stopping this erosion problem we got back here.
And it's already nice and green.
Sod is a great do-it-yourself project. For my video tips on how to get professional results, go to hgtv.com/groundbreakers. Soon, the new fire pit is dug out and a base of crushed granite has been added. Masons set cinder blocks and then heat-resistant fire brick on the inside. Meanwhile, stones are being chipped and hammered. They'll be mortared around the exterior. Then, the patio surrounding the fire pit is dumped into place.
We talked about either crushed slate or the pea gravel. We felt the crushed slate had some sharp edges, and we were worried about the dog and stuff coming in and out of the house with that. So we decided to go with the pea gravel. Pea gravel I also think will blend a little better with the product that we've got out here already, the river rock and the fire pit and the waterfall. I think it'll blend a lot better with that.
So far, this project has incorporated almost every way there is to deal with erosion. A retaining wall to hold back the slope itself, a drainage system built into the wall to divert water, even plant material to root into the hillside and hold the soil intact. The problems all started when the trees on the top of the hill were taken down by the builder next door. That caused erosion that killed a tree on Margie's property. She had the tree taken down but left the stump since the roots are still helping to hold the hill in place. But she has an idea for making the stump a little more attractive. So she's called on Mike Von Stroth and his chainsaw. Mike, Margie's requested that you do an owl in this stump here.
Sometimes I see stuff that's in there that, you know, I can make other things out of it. Sometimes I see horses and owls
It just
and
starts
bears.
taking shape.
Man, it just, there's all kinds of stuff in this thing. The wood grain will tell you exactly what's in here. As soon as I cut this line and this line right here, I mean, all these little white lines in here, I mean, you can just see the owl space right in here.
It looks like the natural feather that you see right on an owl.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the times, though, like I said, we can see, like, the grain patterns will show something different in there. And, but it didn't happen with this one. This is actually supposed to be an owl.
Right.
So that's what it is.
Mike continues with chainsaws of two different sizes. One for removing big chunks of wood and a smaller saw for close trimming. Then Mike's wife Melanie joins in, scraping at the stump with a third detail saw to create feathers. A blowtorch is used to scorch the stump, blackening the wood and creating color highlights and shading effects.
Well, last step to the marbles, and this is what brings it to life. You can see right now, it's just, he's looking at you, and wherever you go, he's going to be looking at you and watching over you.
When we come back, as the finished landscape is revealed, Margie talks about the Sunday morning surprise she got while work was going on.
Well, no, it wasn't on the original plan.
And the guy who tackled this erosion nightmare shares his ideas for putting any yard back on solid ground.